record on this computer. Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to Sunday Night Power Plan. It is January 9th, and we are going to get ready for our upcoming week. So first thing we're going to do, I hope you all have your second device or a piece of paper or something. I need you to log into your cloud. And we're going to see where we are so we know where we're headed. So once you're logged in, I want you to go where it says Business Snapshot. Click on that little arrow so that it opens up the bigger menu. And now you're going to go, excuse me, where it says Current QV. You're going to take that number. You might have to write this down, or if you have a calculator, you can copy and paste it. You're going to take that dollar amount and you are going to divide it by 9 because we're on the 9th day of the month. So the new dollar amount that you are seeing is the average of what you and your entire downline, so your customers, your promoters, their customers, what they have sold so far on a daily average. And I have, yeah, okay. Couldn't remember if January had 21 days or 31 days. So now you're going to take the new number, the daily average, and you're going to multiply it by 31 because we have 31 days this month. And so the new bigger number you're looking at is what you are on track for, or what we call the rate of run. This is the rate at which you are running the business. So only you know now what that big dollar amount is at the end. Either that dollar amount is where you want to be or it's not where you want to be. Based on that, you know what you need to do now. I can tell you for my dollar amount, I got a lot of work to do. But the reason I love rate of run, and I know I've said this before, but I'm going to say it again, since this is like, you know, a new year, new month kind of thing still. Too often, I think with our particular company, we get wrapped up in the ranks and the ranks only. So the 4K, the 12K, the 40K, and so on. And I see people downplay their success or not celebrate the small wins because they're not yet 12K. Well, if you went from 8K to 9K, that's growth. So yeah, maybe it's not a rank yet, but that's an increase in your business. And in what I call the real world of business, where there aren't ranks and no one celebrates you for doing your job, every penny that you sell adds up, and every penny that you work for means something. So that's why I love Rate of Run, because I want to celebrate where you are and where you're headed, and not just be like, oh shoot, you didn't hit a new rank this month, you know, blah blah blah. Yes, ranks are amazing. Ranks are where you start getting pay increases. Ranks are where you can start getting check matches. Great things come at ranks, but great things also come in between ranks and before ranks. So anyway, that's why I love Rate of Run. So again, you take today's current QV, you divide it by 9 because it's the 9th day of the month. Take that number, multiply it by 31, and that is what you are on track for, you and your team, to end the month at so far. And you guys, it's only the 9th. We have plenty of time to make that number better than it is. Never aim lower. That's the other thing too, that I like Rate of Run. I know people who have literally been hovering around $11,000. So they're like, oh, it's good. I'm going to hit 12K. It's good. It's good. Okay. Really? You're just going to take what's good. You're not going to be like, gosh, my Rate of Run shows I could hit 14. Aren't you going to chase the bigger number? Like, build your business. Don't just chase for a rank, build for the long haul. Okay. Enough about that. Okay. So, we have 2 auto ships actually that we need to make sure we are prepped and ready for. One is tomorrow morning. So hopefully you haven't waited until now, but if you have, that's okay. We'll figure it out. What I need you to do is either stay in your cloud or log back in, depending on what your phone has done. Mine kicked me out and get logged back in here. We're going to go into the menu button in the upper right-hand corner. And so you get the whole drop-down menu. I want you to hit the My Team button. And then from that drop-down, hit My Customers. Now at the top where you see customer name, customer number, email, I want you to scroll all the way to the right, click the box, the whole box that says Next Auto Ship, like actually click on top of those words, Next Auto Ship. And now you're going to see your auto ships populated by date. So go down that list, and anyone that you see that says 1/10/22 or 1/15/22, we need to write those names down. Here's my tip for you. If you see anybody that says 1/10/22 and you have not yet talked to them, I'm going to log off the Zoom right now, and I would get ready and catch the replay later, because that means you only have 7 p.m. here in Ohio. They have until 11:59 p.m. to make sure that they want their auto ship, that they either want to add to it, delete, edit it, all that jazz. And nobody, especially after Christmas, wants to have something come out of their checking account that they're not ready for. And in that case, you guys, there's nothing wrong with being like, hey, Mayday, I am so sorry. I should have kept track of this sooner. I should have contacted you sooner. I would love to be like, hey, how are you doing? Let's catch up. But honest to goodness, I just need you to know that you have an auto ship coming out tomorrow. And I just, what can we do? Do we want to change a flavor? Are you good with everything the way it is? I just want to make sure. There's nothing wrong with being honest with people. People understand that you're human and you're not perfect. Now, in an ideal scenario, you're going to take names that say 115 and you're going to put them on your list for this week. And tomorrow you're going to send them a message, or you're going to purposely 3-2-1 them, where you're going to like some of their 3 of their pictures, comment on 2, and send them a message based on either their story or just maybe the last conversation you had. Like, you're going to reconnect with that customer so that naturally it can come up in a conversation of, oh, hey, you said you had such a busy weekend, and that reminds me, you've got an auto ship coming up. You mentioned that, I don't know, maybe they mentioned to you that they weren't sleeping as great. Maybe now it's time to add rest or something like that. Like, whatever. I'm just, me, I just make stuff on the fly when I'm on these Zooms. But it just comes from so much less of a salesy point and more of a, hey, here's what's going on in your life. And I know that because we've had conversations. But at the same time, don't ever be afraid to just be like, you know what, I suck as a promoter and I totally forgot to follow up with you. I have said those words to people. I suck as a promoter. I meant to contact you a few days ago. I forgot. It's 7 p.m. I only have a couple hours to have this conversation with you. You have an auto ship. Here's what it shows. Do we need to change it, or are you good to go? And I'm so sorry that I dragged my feet on this one. Like, it's okay to be human. Because I've had people who have said, well, I didn't contact him earlier in the week, so I didn't want to contact him tonight. No, please still contact these people. Like, that's just basic customer service. So anyway, so to get to that point, we went to the menu, we went to my team, we went to my customers, scroll to the right, double click on next auto ship, tells you the dates and the dates of when auto ships are going. So again, anyone that has an auto ship for 1/10/22 or 1/15/22, we need to add those names to our list this week. Because why? Because those people need to be contacted. I just as a general rule of business, an existing customer is way easier to keep happy than to find a new one. So that's why I always harp on these auto ships. It's so important to take care of your auto shippers. Moving forward this week, I'm just kind of peeking ahead. Those are like the big things. Obviously, on your calendar for the week, you're going to want to have any team Zooms maybe that you're going to be a part of, any kind of lunch and learns that maybe you're going to be a part of, any of the corporate Zooms or phone calls that you want to invite people to. You always want to have those on your calendar. And yes, you guys, I know it's the same time, same place, same digits. It's always the same every time. However, if you have it in your calendar, you won't forget. How often have you forgotten something? And then you're like, how did I forget that? It's every Tuesday at this time, right? Or I forget every Thursday we have this and I forgot. I can't tell you how many of the lunch and learns, like, because I have something for months now with my Facebook where I get notifications like 2 days later. And I'm like, oh, dang, I totally missed it. And then I get mad. I'm like, oh, Facebook, how dare you? Then I'm like, really, Tammy, you have a calendar. Write that shit down. Don't rely on Facebook to tell you what's going on in your life, right? So yes, Facebook notifications are great. However, you have a calendar, whether you write it on a piece of paper or put it in your phone, but just make sure that you are planning out your week, because otherwise you are going to be reacting instead of being proactive. I mean, I have to open my chat. Susan Kaufman says, our biggest, all caps, lineup starts tomorrow at 12:45 Eastern. Weeks of crazy powerhouse leaders every Monday. Thank you, Susan. Now, see, that's something that you're all going to want to write on your calendars right now. Also, don't forget, because I kind of thought of this last week too, your team is always growing and changing. So make sure you're reminding people about these groups and these events and these things that we have, because just because you know that it's going to happen every Monday, in a week or two, you could have 2 or 3 new promoters that have been added to your team, but they don't know. So make sure you're continuing to invite people. Like, specifically for these, there's a Facebook group that you can keep all your updates with, as opposed to, I mean, obviously if you have like a team group page or whatever, hopefully you're getting those there too. But if you're not, like, you can participate in this group to get the reminders. So invite your team to be a part of those things. Like, I don't want to have to call my team and remind them about everything. So I'm better off to be like, hey, make sure you're in this group so you know what's happening. Like, again, I will help you go where you need to go, but I'm not going to open the computer for you. So if they join the group and I tell them about the group, they'll be better prepared. I know for me, especially those of us that have been in this for a while, we forget that new people they're clueless. I remember being clueless, but I forget oftentimes that people are clueless about stuff. So make sure you're inviting them to things. Okay, so Sandra, thank you. Invite to our local on January. So those of you that live around Lebanon, Ohio, here we have a local every month. This month it's going to be the 20th at the Y, and we are still looking for speakers. So granted, it could just be me and Sandra. That's cool. People are probably tired of hearing us talk. We like to have speakers. So if you're in or around, we would love to have you share, or maybe you don't live around here, but you know someone that lives around here and they've talked to you about Thrive or they've watched your Thrive journey. It's okay to invite someone to go to a different local. So like, I don't live in Texas, but if I see that there's a local going on in Texas, and I know someone lives there, I can encourage someone to go. Doesn't mean I'm hopping on a plane and going myself, but there's some action there, right? So I think a lot of times people are like, well, I don't want to send somebody to a different local because I'm not going to be there. I'll be doing up soon. Coming up soon. Gotcha. I'll be coming up soon to speak. Just saying, well, hot diggity damn, thank heavens. The door is always open for anybody that wants to come to Lebanon and speak. But yeah, invite people to those locals. It's the ultimate version of the three-way call. So how we always say like a stranger is, well, I always say like, your mom can tell you the sky is blue, but the second a kid at school told you the sky is blue, you're like, yeah, it's totally blue. It's the same thing with Thrive. Like you might tell people how great it is, but until someone else that they don't really know says it, then they're like, dang, it must really be good. So hopefully you have friends in other parts of the country. I mean, you probably do. And we have this amazing thing called the telephone, which connects us all, especially through social media. So invite people. And I need to do a better job of that too, like remembering that there are locals other places. So how do you find locals other places? Lavelle posts all the events, like the bigger ones. Like you have to have, I think, an 80K or a 200K hosting on the flyer, but they will share those events. So you can go into Lavelle's Facebook page, click on the event button and scroll through. Maybe you see a city nearby. Maybe you see a city that you used to live in. Maybe you see a city that a friend lives in. That's a good time to invite them to go to something like that. So anyway, just keep track of that. I think a lot of times we have so much good stuff that we can share with people that on occasion, I think we forget how much good stuff we have. So we have the Facebook fan page to share. We have the events from the Facebook fan page that we can share. We have the Strive magazines. We have an amazing YouTube channel with tons of goodies. Our Instagram page is fabulous. And we have all of like the stories and stuff that we can share with like your other thriving friends. You can share their stories. So just remember, it doesn't always have to be, you don't always have to be creating it and coming up with it and being the one. Like you can share other people's things happening. So speaking of what we're going to share, I'm going to just break us down really quick and give you guys some ideas, and we'll kind of spin off of that. So for Mondays, it's been a while since we've gone through this list, so I'm going to go through it with you guys again. And we're actually going to do some Google. I have it pinned right by my desk, but there we go. Like, but I can't get off the pen. So Mondays, we have Mindset Monday, Move It Monday, Make It Happen Monday, Makeover Monday. Those are just some of the Mondays, right, that you can go with. Did I say Motivational Monday? I left that one off. Okay, so like Motivational Monday. So case in point, this is your business, right? It's your business, it's your life, it's your everything, your social media. When you think of Monday, let's say you want to do a Mindset Monday post. So right now, I want you to go to either Google or Pinterest or wherever it is that you like to get your stuff. I just go to Google Images because I don't know, it's faster for me, I guess. And like, where's my other list that I always have right here too? So in addition to, where's my list? Hang on, everybody. Talk amongst yourselves. It's always tucked right here. Okay, anyway, you should all have your list that I can't find right now, but like mine is dog mom, business owner, wife, like it's your fives, right? Your things, the conversations you could have in a heartbeat. I want you to think of Mindset Monday in one of your fives. So like you could put that together and it could come up with like I could find a funny dog mom Mindset Monday where it could be like a funny joke about leaving your dog on a Monday after you've had the weekend together and how the dog does when you leave. I don't know. I'm making all this up. I always make this crap up. Or it could be, for me, like a small business owner, Mindset Monday. Well, I could Google motivation for business owner. I could Google mindset for business owner. So I want you to think of one of your fives and either mindset or motivation or move it or whatever it is you want to post for Monday. And I want you to Google. So like, for the heck of it, we'll do this together on mine. I'm just curious what Google will come up with. I'm going to say dog mom. We'll spell it right. dog mom mindset. And then I'm going to say quote. So I'm actually typing in dog mom mindset quote. I don't know what Google is going to share with me. Then I click images and oh, there's some funny stuff already. So I could either share a funny, there's like actually like funny little cartoon, or there's one that says life isn't perfect, but my dog is. So that'd just be like a funny quote. So again, what does this have to do with Thrive? Absolutely nothing. But if you're a dog mom and I'm a dog mom and I post something and you're like, I like that girl, and we start that connection. And you guys think, I know it sounds so stupid, but I want you to think about this. You follow people on social media and you follow them for whatever reason. They've got great style, they're funny, they travel, they live someplace you think is awesome. And you follow them for a while, and all of a sudden one day you see like a pair of shoes that they have on, or a nail polish, or like maybe they're, putting on lipstick, and like you notice this stuff. Where did they get that? What is that? I want to try that. That looks great, or that looks fun. But before you know it, you're on Target.com trying to find this lipstick that this girl talked about. And it's this girl that you follow for not beauty advice. You don't follow her for anything like that. Maybe she's just funny as can be. And before you know it, you're buying this lipstick because this girl that you like, that you connected with, also likes this lipstick. So that's why we make posts that aren't always all about Thrive. If I'm a dog mom and I attract a dog mom by posting a cute quote or saying something about my dog, then that person might start following me, or at least they might comment back, and then they're going to start being exposed more. So pick one of your fives, type in mindset quote after that, either on Pinterest or Google or whatever. And then I'm going to actually spend a couple minutes here. Now, again, for me, like, because I do it through Google Images, I just actually hold down on the picture and I can download the picture to my phone, or you can screenshot, whatever's easiest. But here's the beauty of this. Tomorrow, when I'm on a potty break and I'm like, oh, I don't know if I've made my post yet today, I can pop up my downloaded photos or my screenshotted photos, and I can be like, oh, that's right, I've got this funny dog mom mindset one I'm going to share. And so I don't have to think about it tomorrow, because tomorrow is Monday, and I don't know about you, but I won't really have time on a Monday to think of this crap. So I'm going to spend a couple minutes on mindset quotes, and you guys are all going to laugh tomorrow when you see who would have thought to put a dog mom and mindset together in the same post, right? I would not have, but Google totally matched that up for me. And I already know, because I did a bunch the other day about small business owners and mindset. So I'm going to go through and download and snap and screenshot some, and then we're going to do the same thing for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, so on and so forth. The days of the week. So we're going to do that together. So pick your Monday, either you're moving, your makeover, you're making it happen, your mindset. And like case in point, this is a quick version, but let's say you're Sandra Delbeck and you're going to do Make It Monday, and you've got to come up with a craft, or you've got to come up with a recipe. So obviously she's not going to just screenshot it and be done, but she can screenshot the recipe, right? She can screenshot the craft idea. She can have it already saved, ready to go, so that when she does pull the plug tomorrow to do the live or whatever, she has everything she needs. Again, it's about preparing for your business. So, and I know I've used this example before, but I'm going to use it again. A dentist does not walk in the office on Monday morning and say, gosh, I wonder who's coming in today, right? When they left on Friday, they already knew who was coming in all week. They know I'm coming in for a cleaning, you're coming in for a root canal, this guy's coming in for an x-ray. They already know all that. They have a schedule that they're working from. So over the weekend, they can make sure they have all the supplies that they need. They make sure that the place is cleaned up and ready to go, right? They're ready for it. They don't just hope and what Samantha calls it, post and pray. They don't just throw it out there and hope somebody shows up. So treat your business the same way. So anyway, do your Monday searches, and then we'll do Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, all that stuff. Cute. See, I even just chuckled at my own thing that I found. And remember, when you're making Facebook posts or social media posts or whatever, It's all about inspiring, entertaining, or informing. So when I'm looking at these options that Google is throwing at me, some of these are just funny. Like some of them are just funny, talking about, taking your dog in and out all day. That's what being a dog mom is. And some of them are like inspiring. They talk about like the love of an animal or whatever. So give yourself some options because, maybe tomorrow you are more in the mood for something funny, or maybe tomorrow, or heck, maybe tomorrow you do something funny in the morning and by nighttime you do something inspiring based around your topic of the day. But either way, you're prepped and ready. So while you guys are doing that, I'm going to just throw this out again. Tuesday, Transformation Tuesday, Tip Tuesday, Testimonial Tuesday. I'm a huge fan of Testimonial Tuesday. It's the perfect excuse to take what someone else, not you, what someone else has said about Thrive and put it out there. So for those of you that are in Vibin and Thrivin, the customer group, Samantha just asked in the group last week, I forget exactly what the question was, what has Thrive done for you, or what's your favorite thing about Thrive, or whatever. So there is a post with a ton of answers, a ton. All you have to do is screenshot the answer that you want to feature, crop it so that all the other stuff is gone. And sometimes I leave the person, if I know the person and I know it's like a Thrive promoter, I will leave their name and face on there. But if I don't know them, maybe they're not comfortable sharing outside of Vibin and Thrivin, you can always crop it off. The name doesn't have to be on there. But then I will go into either Pixlr on my phone or Canva on my phone, and I will use a picture of my own. It's probably a selfie of me or something like that, because pictures are going to grab people's attention. So I will decide on a picture, and then I will put the quote on top of that photo so that it's a picture of me, but it's what the person said. Other people's opinions will help spread the news of Thrive a million times faster than your own. Again, just in the regular world of business, referrals are golden. Like, I don't care what business someone has or what business they might be in. All we want are happy people talking about us, so other people will give us a try. So it's the exact same thing when it comes to your Thrive business. Now, granted, I know when I say referral and Thrive, most of you go to refer to. Yes, I get it. Refer to is also very important, but I'm talking about the basic referral of just, my gosh, I tried it and I loved it. You're so right. It was so awesome. Other people's opinions. So again, it's a version of a three-way call. It's just that third-party validation. So to me, I love Testimonial Tuesday for that, but you can still do, like I said, other things. So let's say you do Testimonial Tuesday earlier in the day. That is pretty much directly a Thrive post, right? I mean, we can't deny that. We're going to be talking about Thrive. So then later in the day, I might do a Transformation Tuesday where maybe I show a before and after of like, I don't know, bedroom decoration or something that's a before and after. It could be like a garden photo, like, again, pull from your fives. So for me, Transformation Tuesday, I'm just in a dog mood today, I guess. I could easily share a picture of the dog before and after the groomer. That's a funny little Transformation Tuesday. Bless you. I actually made a post the other day about like how everyone's in the mood to redecorate. So I could share a before and after of my living room, right? That's a transformation because again, what are people expecting you to do? They're expecting you to talk about Thrive all damn day. But if I share a picture of say my living room transformation, I'm going to get a whole lot more people responding, asking what's the paint color? Where'd you get that chair? I don't know. They'll ask a bunch of questions. I don't know what they'll ask, but they'll ask a bunch of questions. And again, that's a whole bunch of conversations with people who yet again are going to be more connected to me, feel closer to me because we're going to talk back and forth about this stuff and it's stuff they care about. Because if someone connects with you and feels like you care about the same thing that they care about, when the time comes for them to feel crappy, they're going to remember that you don't feel crappy and you care about the same stuff they do. So maybe what you use to not feel crappy could be the thing that can help them. So again, it's all about connecting with people and putting yourself out there in a non-Thrive manner so that when they're ready to thrive, you're their Thrive girl. And also Tip Tuesday. I mean, gosh, that could be anything. Looking back at my fives list, so I can't, oh, here it is. I knew it was always right here. That's much better. Dog mom, wife, business owner, gardener, travel obsessed. So I could do like a travel tip. I travel a lot. I can come up with some sort of travel hack, right? So again, if somebody says travel hack, that's going to catch my eye because I like to travel. So if I say travel hack, it's going to catch other people's eyes who like to travel. And guess what we get to do as Thrivers? We get to travel. So again, do you see how this innocent little post-it note of my fives that sits on my calendar that seems so random and so basic? You guys, it literally says dog mom and wife. It doesn't say Emmy award winning, you know, like there's nothing on here that is special, but it's who I am. And so if I can take my theme for the day and connect it to who I am, I can start sharing myself. And like full disclosure, there are some days I don't want to make a single freaking post on Facebook. There are days I don't even want to open it. Like I just, some days I'm like, I just can't think about sharing something. So that's when I pull my fives and I go, okay, well, it's Thursday and I'm a wife. What's a thrifty Thursday or a thankful Thursday wife post I can come up with? Well, I could easily make a post about like something my husband did for me and be thankful wife, right? I could do that. So even when you don't want to or don't feel like it, or you're just, some days I don't feel creative, that's where these lists come in handy. So Testimonial Tuesday, I for sure encourage you to do a testimonial. And if you don't know how to screenshot and crop and overlay a picture, just download Pixlr. Let me see, I'm gonna make sure I spelled this right. It's a free app. Yes, you can have a paid version, but you don't need to. It is Pixlr, Pixlr. You can do it on Android or Apple. Easy, free. When you put in there, you go in and it says, what picture do you want to use? And you pick a picture and then you go to the little menu and it'll say double exposure. That's what it calls it. You click double exposure. We'll say, what picture do you want to put on top of this? You pick the thing you just screenshot, it lays it on top. You can move it around, easy peasy. Pixlr. And then the other one is Canva. And I do encourage you guys to have at least some sort of photo editing software on your phone. Okay, so moving forward, I'm going to go kind of fast because we're running out of time here. Is this helpful? Are you guys getting prepared for your week? Are you writing down ideas? Are you realizing that you don't have to be a marketing genius to come up with a Facebook post for the day? You just have to know what your fives are. And remember, your fives are who you are. It's the conversations that if and again, I'm just in a dog mood. If someone came up and was like, oh my gosh, my dog this, I'd be like, oh girl, I know my dog too. Like, blah, blah, blah. We talk forever. So maybe you're a regular mom. Maybe you're a toddler mom. Maybe you're a boy mom. Maybe you're a dance mom. I don't know. There's a lot of moms out there. But whatever that is that you could talk about for hours with ease, that's one of your fives. And if somebody says, I wish I could book a flight and go to wherever, like, oh, where are you going to go? Where are you going to stay? What airline are you going to go? Like, that's the conversation I want to have. Because why? Because I freaking love to travel. So remember, your fives aren't that you're like different and amazing and special and blah, blah, blah. It's just who you are at the core. You know your fives, you always have something you can post about. All right, so moving forward, we've got Wednesday. We've got Work It Wednesday, Wear It Wednesday, which is a great opportunity to show what you're wearing. In other words, your DFT. Wi-Fi Wednesday, where you can talk about making money through your telephone. Did I already say Wellness Wednesday? I'm not sure if I did. I'd say it again. But again, those are posts that, yes, you could sprinkle in some Thrive. So Wi-Fi Wednesday could easily be about making money through Thrive. But in my case, off of my fives, it could also be something about how I use the Wi-Fi to travel. Right? I use Wi-Fi to earn income that helps me travel. Or I use the Wi-Fi so I can operate a small business from anywhere, because I also have a brick and mortar that I can't operate from anywhere. So there's a really big difference there. So that's something I could talk about. Maybe you're a wife and you're like, gosh, thank heavens we've got the Wi-Fi here at home because I can do all the things and still be this amazing wife. And, as I'm a wife who uses Wi-Fi to treat my husband to, I don't know, special dinner, whatever, something like that. Thirsty Thursday, that could easily be a drink recipe. So you could share how you drink your shake. Again, that would be obviously a Thrive thing. Or you could just even, I don't know, like I like a cocktail. You could even share a cocktail recipe with people. You want to get people talk about stuff like that, right? Like they'll talk about that. And you could offer a regular version and a mocktail, like include other people. Maybe they don't like to drink, but you could share ways of doing that. Again, Thankful Thursday, Thrifty Thursday, just different ways to save money. I mean, everyone loves to save money. At least I do. Moving on to Friday, there'd be like Freebie Friday. So Freebie Friday is clearly offering something Thrive related, but you could also do Funny Friday. And so that would be a great time to, like one of my things is like a gardener. I love to garden. I love flowers and growing things. You guys all know that if you know me. There's so many memes about people trying to plant flowers in the snow because we're just over it and we're ready for spring already. So again, all I do is type it into Google, and I'm sorry I talk so much, I'm running out of time. But so I would type into Google, Funny Friday gardener quote, Funny Friday wife quote, funny wife meme, funny dog mom meme, because it's Funny Friday. So again, you just take your theme and your one of your fives, type it into Pinterest or Google, screenshot the heck out of stuff, download the heck out of stuff. And you know, if all else fails tomorrow and everything is falling apart on you and all you really get to do is share the screen, like share the picture of the quote that you found, that's okay. That's better than nothing. But let's go a step further. Maybe you found a really great quote that you like, and now you can share a picture of yourself and type out the quote in the caption, right? So now it's less about just sharing a picture and it's more about sharing you. Do you see what I'm saying? Or maybe this quote that you find is like, so, I don't know, get you like right there that you go live and you just talk about it. Like I was, you know, Googling this, I was Googling and this popped up and man, this just means so much to me. And have you ever thought about it? Like, whatever. Again, I'm making shit up, but start with the basics so that you're prepped and ready. And then depending on where you are in the day and what kind of time you have and all that stuff, be ready. And another tip really quick for those of you that are like, okay, now I've got the quotes, but she's talking about these pictures. Did you in the last 7 to 10 days go out for dinner or go to work and have your hair and makeup done? In the last 10 days, have you gone out for drinks, for dinner, or maybe to work and you have done your hair and your makeup? If the answer to that is yes, that was the moment where you could have easily taken 7 to 10 pictures of yourself quickly and then just saved them in your phone. Okay. So remember, when you see these people with these beautiful selfies every single day, like I could have posted a selfie looking really good today, but this is what I actually look like today. Right. So it doesn't matter when you take the selfie. It doesn't matter when that picture comes from. I don't care if you share a picture from 3 months ago, but just make sure you have your thoughts uploaded and you have your pictures and stuff uploaded and ready to go to make your job easier. Okay. All right. So anyway, that's really all. We're out of time. I'm sorry. But anyway, hopefully that helped you. Does it help you? And if you take nothing away from this, please have your list, your fives. Spend the next 30 minutes after we get off here and have your list of fives. And remember, basic, basic, basic. Because I remember when I first started doing this, I was like, oh gosh, do I have to say that I'm a small business owner and that I'm a personal trainer? And I'm like, oh, that doesn't sound very special. Like, do I need to be like a special kind of business? Like, no, just be basic. Just basic. I'm an ant. I like my dogs. I like to plant stuff, right? Like basic. Because if you're trying to be super duper special and important and all that jazz, you're already putting yourself above all of these potential people who could connect with you. And you need to come down to earth. We're all humans and we're all got flaws. So we all need to be on the same ground level here. So do your fives, have your fives and laugh all you want. But you guys have all seen this. This is the same list I've had next to my computer since the day I did this. I should probably take a picture in case I lose it. But anyway, have your fives, know what you're going to do. And honestly, if those of you, like I see some of you sitting at a desk right now, when I close this out, spend the next 10 minutes just going through your phone and getting these things ready so that tomorrow when it's time to post and Tuesday when it's time to post. And some people will be like, well, I'll wait until Wednesday to get stuff ready for Saturday. Don't do that. You have no idea what this week's going to be like. Wednesday could go to hell in a handbasket. All right. So tonight, while you're in the planning mode, get something, at least one thing for every day this week. So really quickly, Small Business Saturday, Sustainable Sunday, Shout Out Saturday, Social Sunday, Sample Saturday, Sunday Fun Day. Like that's my list. If you guys need a copy of this, I can just send me a messenger and I'll give it to you. Anyway, that's it. I hope this helped. Bye.